So you want to get this thing called stamp letter of credit. You know that there's a lot of fraud in this space. In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you've got to know. You've got to watch this video so you can learn how to leverage stamp letters of credit by reputable organizations and benefit from it. You've got to watch this video.
Hey friends, the purpose of this video is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes. Nothing that we offer in this video should be considered as legal or financial advice. The purpose of this video is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. Also want to let you know, we are flattered by all the imitators out there who try to imitate our domains, my picture, my dry sense of humor, and things like that. All official communications from our company comes from one domain, allfundsglobal.com. We do not have other domains. We do not participate in social media or chat groups or WhatsApp groups to solicit anything to anybody. We only booked professional consultation calls through our website, and all communications comes from allfundsglobal.com. We look forward to working with you.
So we're in a beautiful city of Madrid at Porte Alcalá. This is the entrance to the city that was built centuries ago by King Charles III. If you look at it, it's a beautiful symbol of stability. It allows people to see they're walking into the city. The soldiers, this is the landmark of it. And the reason we're here in Madrid, Spain is because there's a family office that we've been working with for over a year now in issuing, monetizing stamp letters of credit. We are introducing a couple of our key clients, a couple of brokers that we work with to a family office here in Madrid. That's a family office been in existence for decades, where we work with our clients to issue stamp letters of credit from European banks. So stamp letters of credit, as you may know, is a symbol of security, of stability. If you're a country, Nigeria as an example, and you've got turmoil going on, countries and governments use stamp letters of credit as a vehicle for their investors not to pull their money out. If you're a small business, and let's say you want to grow your small business in New York City and you want to grow in Texas, and you may find that New York bank will not want to loan you money, and a Texas client is demanding, some kind of financial stability or security, you can issue a performance-based stamp letter of credit to that client in Texas, therefore not requiring traditional loan vehicles. If you are looking to expand your business in beyond Texas, let's say you want to go to South Korea as an example, and the company in South Korea is nervous about working with you because they don't know who you are, they don't know if you're going to be able to perform, you can issue a stamp letter of credit as a demonstration of your financial stability to them. There's so many different benefits of leveraging stamp letters of credit as a liquidity tool, as a tool to get a loan, as a tool to create wealth, as a tool to create stability, as a tool to avoid risks for your organization. That's the truth. The challenge is that, unfortunately, there's so many joker brokers out in the industry damaging the reputation of stamp letters of credit and create a lot of fraudulent transactions that unfortunately hinders this whole industry. Working with trusted financial advisory companies like All Funds Global or any of our competitors who are reputable and have been in existence for over 9 years like we have, or in places like Trustspotted and Score High, is not a bad place to start. Working with your bank, whoever your bank is, as long as one of the top 45 banks in the world, you can issue a stamp letter of credit, not a bad idea. So some of the exciting events we're doing at All Funds Global is all around leverage, helping business owners learn the definition of leverage. Leverage in the world of banking instruments and so on. I'm proud to say we're doing a series of masterminds on stamp letters of credit, where people understand why they are one of the most desirable banking instruments in the world, how to leverage them to get loans, how to leverage them to create stability, how to leverage them as a risk management vehicle, how to leverage them to get liquidity, like things like that around the world. What I'm proud of at the current moment, the masterminds that we're doing is being hosted by myself, former bank CEO, as well as one of the lawyers that we work with in this area. Continuing the theme of leverage, we're having a phenomenal physical event in Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the banking centers of the world, and that event is all about bank licenses and how to leverage bank licenses to get multipliers in deposits, to get an influence-ship, ownership, part ownership within a financial institution that makes sense for you, so that you can arrange structured, customized financing solutions between yourself and the bank that you either want to own or have a invested interest in, like that. And what I love about our events, from everybody who's attended, they will tell you we always have former bank CEOs, current bank CEOs, and law firms who are doing this on a day-to-day basis to give you case studies, real-life examples, and how they're done. We always have our events in a very unique area of the world. The one that we're doing in Zurich, Switzerland, to be in between the mountains of Switzerland. You know, like, what a phenomenal experience. To have a bunch of European people from my network to come in with their European accents, talk about why everybody on the planet should own some kind of a bank license. It's a phenomenal experience. But really, it's all about how do you expand the mental mindset of our members at Alphonse Global to really get understanding leverage. Once that kind of a concept thinking is engraved in the brain, everything that you do in your personal investment life, professional investment life, whatever you do in your business, you will start to think about the word leverage and how to put leverage in your business. The stuff that we're doing, I think, is mind-blowing, is game changers, and the most important part that I'm proud of is nobody has to buy into Taimour Zaman's commentary or sense of humor. You get to hear boring bankers telling you everything that I tell you, and that's the part that I think is super exciting. I hope you can join us in one of our physical events, whether it's our online mastermind groups or our upcoming events in Switzerland or somewhere else in the world that we're doing. Looking forward to meeting you.
This is what customer entrepreneurs are saying about Alphonse Global.
A lot of growth in business acumen and just a better understanding of what's really going on out there. I've got all these framed pieces of paper in my wall in my office that say I'm supposed to know a lot of stuff. Turns out I don't. And all these sort of licenses and things that say I'm supposed to know certain things, and I guess I don't. So to come here and sort of be let in through the velvet rope and to this different world was really eye-opening and mind-opening and kind of blew me away.
But have access to products and services that you wouldn't otherwise have access to. And having all of those individuals in the same room that you can talk to, you can ask them questions, you can learn from them, as well as even engage in contracts to do business. So it's been a wonderful experience.
They set the tone to an absolutely professional event, and it's absolutely amazing that the knowledge that they convey. What's the value does it add to the whole event? It doesn't really happen often, and I'm going to different events, but I have to tell you that something unique is happening here.
Listening to other people run their scenarios through helped me think about my own situation, and so yeah, you do pick up something from everyone else.
Visit our events page to find out more about what we do and when we meet.
Hi friends, I now want to take a minute and answer some of your frequently asked questions. One of the common questions I get a lot is, Taimour, we've learned a lot from you.
through your YouTube channel. How do we learn more? Can we fly down and meet your team? And the answer to all of that is yes, yes, and yes. If you want to learn more, my first invitation is to become a member of All Funds Global. You simply go to our website, allfundsglobal.com. You sign up to become a member for free. You get access to webinars, offshore events that we do, and content that we never, ever, ever, ever publish on YouTube. I promise you that it's worth becoming a member for sure. The second way that you can learn a lot is I'm a published author. Structured Financing, Demystified, Hypergrowth, just multiple books on Amazon that you can get access to. I highly recommend going and checking out some of these books, getting engaged into some of the stuff, that strategies and tactics that we're using for ourselves, for our families, for our friends. You definitely want to check these things out for sure. Another question, I guess, Taimour, why are you so passionate about getting a bank license? Why is that so important? Well, the truth is, our mission within All Funds Global is to help businesses become self-funded for life. Imagine you run a coffee shop and I run a coffee shop. Imagine we buy the coffee beans from the same grower and my coffee shop is right across yours, like really right across yours. Our competition is probably nil. But if you have a bank license and I don't have a bank license, and let's say I made $500,000 and you made $500,000 in income, but if you have a bank license, you are depositing a bank license with the central bank of the country where you own your own private bank license. Let me repeat this again. You are depositing your money with the central bank of the country you have your bank license on. So $500,000 deposited with the central bank should give you a line of credit of 10 times multiple. So that means you get a line of credit of $5 million. Now it's not free money, it's a line of credit of $5 million. Now, if you draw that entire money out and you go to whichever country you're currently resonating in, the country you're doing business with, and you know in real estate, you want to buy a house, you put 20% down and you get a loan for 80%, same thing. You put $5 million down with a business plan to your local bank, whoever your bank with, and say, hey, I want to grow my business, my technology business, real estate business, pharmaceutical business, whatever business it is. I'm a venture capitalist. I'm putting $5 million down. Your bank gives you a loan at four times more, so now you get a $20 million loan. Now it's not free money, it's $20 million loan. What can you afford to do with $20 million that I cannot afford to do with $500,000? Could you invest in artificial intelligence? Could you invest in hiring better people? Could you invest in advertising? Hell, with that amount of money, could you even buy auxiliary businesses or invest in auxiliary businesses? I say you can, and that's why we within All Funds Global are so passionate in helping clients become self-funded for life, and getting a private bank license is one of the vehicles that I am personally very passionate about helping clients on. Another question, I guess, Taimour, you charge a consultation fee. All Funds Global, the team charges a consultation fee. Why do you charge a consultation fee when you guys can make so much money on the back end? It somehow slows me down from taking a credit card and paying you money for it. Well, here's the truth. We offer our content, millions and millions of dollars worth of content complete for free on YouTube. We don't advertise as of the date of doing this video. We don't advertise on YouTube, Google, or we don't do any kind of advertising at all. And what we find is the volume of traffic that goes into YouTube attracts people that are tire kickers, people that are fraudsters, people that have mental health issues. When we charge a small consultation fee, this deters the hacker, the fraudster, the person who's shopping around, the tire kicker. It eliminates all that and allows me and my team to be on calls or meetings with customers we actually want to do business with. What a concept. Now comes, this is better. At the time of doing a transaction with a client, that fee they pay for a consultation call, we refund it. At the conclusion of us doing a transaction with a client, we refund 100% of all the monies that they paid on consultation fees. This allows us to work with people that are committed to working with us, are serious about working with us, are not tire kickers, are not people that are like, they don't know what banking 101 is, and they're there to waste our time and energy. Just eliminates that. And me and my team are very proud of doing that. Next question, I guess, Taimour, the alternative funding industry overall has a lot of fraudsters in it, has a lot of deep fake in it. What are you doing to protect us protect yourself? So here's the answer to that. Any industry that has a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. Let me say this again. Any industry that attracts a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. I don't know who you bank with. If you bank with one of the top 20 banks in the world, pick a bank you bank with, or you use payment processing companies like PayPal, these companies see a lot of fraud every day, from fraudsters mimicking their website to mimicking their email addresses, and in cases like mine, once a year or twice a year, some idiot, excuse my language, decides to copy my picture on social media, tries to create a fake profile of me, and goes on social media selling scammy transactions. Now, we have the technology and the resources to catch that, usually within 72 hours of that happening, and then cause legal action against that fraudster. We have the financial resources, thank God, to do that today, but that's just the nature of this industry. So what we do to protect ourselves is we never solicit on social media anything, nor do we solicit in general. We offer a lot of educational materials, but we don't solicit. You'll never see me or any of my associates on any social media trying to sell anything, ever. Second, all transactions that we do, money always has to go through a reputable law firm. All transactions we do, money always has to go to a reputable law firm. You know, we never ask the client to send us money or anything like that. Now, I do want to take a minute and talk a little bit about my competitors. In the United States, in the US alone, US has 3% of the world's population, and they have over 60% of the world's lawyers. In the United States, that's a fact, have 3% of the world's population and over 60% of the world's lawyers. I have a lot of legitimate competitors in the United States and around the world that unfortunately have been sued for wrongful things that other people have done. There's a lot of negative stuff on social media or websites about some of my legitimate competitors. And I want to tell you that a lot of my competitors are legitimate. They're hardworking people. I know them. They deliver real results. And unfortunately, they have negative comments or fraud or even lawsuits against them. The reason within All Funds Global doesn't have a lawsuit against it, or me, Taimour Zaman, don't have a lawsuit against me, or people on social media saying that we're fraudsters or something like that, is simply because of my lack of vision. Every company you deal with, every major company you deal with, whether it's the cars you drive, Ford, Lexus, I don't know, GM, or Facebook, Google, YouTube, whatever you use, or medicine you have, like Taimour, all of these companies have lawsuits against them. A lot of the companies you work with have litigations against them. It's just part of the growth. At some point, the business needs to grow exponentially, and that's when you have to see lawsuits as just the nature of the business growing. The fact that we don't have it is because of my lack of vision as the CEO and like trying to bark a tree like that. Now, I see that changing as we buy businesses that have other CEOs, as we grow. We have over 800 registered brokers with us. As that number grows, it's not normal for our business to continue growing without some idiot calling us fraudster, some idiot trying to sue us, or something like that. If you want to take advantage of the alternative funding industry, I'm going to tell you this is the industry I love. I'm going to tell you this is the industry that I've made a lot of money with. I'm going to tell you this is the industry I've helped a lot of clients make a lot of money with, friends and family make a lot of money with. And if this is an industry you want to get involved in, I recommend meeting the people you want to do business with, like physically flying out to meeting them. If you can afford to hire an investigator, we use a lot of former FBI, former CIA people. These are people you can hire to do background checks. It's not only do these people have lawsuits or not, or other losers calling them fraudsters or not. I'm telling you, a lot of my competitors are really good people, and they're not fraudsters. So do your own due diligence, listen to your intuition. We're really interested in working with some really good people that are vision-driven entrepreneurs that really want to serve the world, and I think we have some things that are really amazing to offer. Another question I get is, Taimour, we love all the services of Funds Global. What are the top 3 services you offer that we should really seriously think about, call you or your organization and get you guys involved? But my favorite service, the one that makes a lot of sense, is the trusted advisory service. This is when we become your chief banking officer. We work with your CFO, your legal team, you're the CEO, the COO. We look at where your organization is, where you want it to be. We look at banking programs that make sense for your type of business, that are proven and would work to generate access to alternative revenue sources for your business that makes sense. From that, we then create offshore tax structures, offshore bank accounts, offshore bank licenses for your organization, so the revenue that gets generated has a channel to go to that is well protected. We have a lot of domain expertise that I do not share ever on YouTube. It's not like a lawyer who's like, go create a trust account and cooks out it. Like we don't do. We do some very sophisticated stuff that I'm very proud of. That's our intellectual property. And so the trusted advisory services, where we become a trusted advisor, is one of the things that I would recommend everybody to look at. It's a monthly retainer, you pay for it, but let me tell you, for every penny you put in to that, you get tens of dollars out of it. And I think you're not going to get this amount of expertise dedicated to your business. So that's something I would recommend you to think about and sign up for. Second one is if you're looking for access to capital, we have a lot of unique programs like Rent a Rich Uncle that we can support your organization as long as your organization is a successful business and not a startup, not somebody who's going bankrupt. It's a successful business that has real cash, real assets, and is generating something real, that's real growth. I think we have some avenues for accessing capital that others simply cannot offer. And the final one that I love is we have a lot of asset management structures that are very unique to our intellectual property that I love to share with you. If you have assets, you want to grow, you want to get bank license, you want to set up a trust, you want to work with multiple central banks, do some really cool stuff. I think I'm the only weirdest person that has real expertise and experience in doing this stuff. And so my name is Taimour, I'm from All Funds Global. Thank you for following us up on YouTube. If you're doing that, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting my team. And on behalf of my team, I just really want to say thank you. And we look forward to the opportunity of serving you.